Okay, I talk a lot about not having enough time with shorts, but I think I'm gonna. This might be for shorts, but we're gonna see how it goes. The reason why I'm like questioning the length of it is because the word that comes to mind right now is autonomy, and that's a powerful word. So let's see what comes out first. Okay, that's actually a lot of cards. I'm not going to take all of them. The first one out is the Hierophant. Um, ooh, maybe you want autonomy. Maybe this is for a collective that wants autonomy outside of like a religious kind of like setting, or like something that's like I don't know, I'm just getting like structure, tradition. Maybe you're looking for autonomy outside of that, because with this Four of Cups, it's almost like you're not really receiving what it is that you need from it. Like it's like stagnant, like it's like stagnant energy. Like this, you're not receiving this. Okay, you're not getting emotionally fulfilled or even feeling any sense of like, you know what I mean? Like you're not fulfilled, you're not feeling any like stronger, any more resilient with what values you're kind of like that you're used to. And with the High Priestess mirroring, kind of being like the opposite of the Hierophant, it just gives me like, yeah, like your intuition, like your inner like feminine just isn't being supported by by tradition. I don't want to get too messy, but I'll leave it at that. Okay, so we have the nine. I'll show you. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Chariot at the bottom of the deck, which gives me the vibe that and death. Yeah, yep. So I was gonna say it kind of gives me the vibe of on the other side of this transformation that's going to be required of you, like leaving behind this tradition, this religion. I'm really just getting that feeling, this family structure, it's going to require a disconnect from who you are currently. Big transformation energy in all of the readings I've done so far. Yeah, cause yeah. So I stopped the last recording because I'm already at my 3-minute mark and I want to talk. So we left off with what I was gonna say about the Nine of Pentacles. We're gonna clarify it a little bit, but this is giving me the energy of like your outcome. Yeah. So with we have the Lovers, the Three of Cups, and then the Seven of Swords. This does not necessarily have to be a lover. I'm not really getting that. It could come in the form of this, and I'll explain. The Lovers is most definitely a choice point for you. So it's a confirmation for what I was saying earlier. It's just a big choice point. Do you want to continue living the way that you're living? No, I don't believe so. You wouldn't still be here listening to this if you wanted to, because once again, it's autonomy. Like the word for this video is autonomy. So a choice point is going to present itself very, very soon for you to start behaving in the energy of, I wouldn't even necessarily say of like what you're envisioning, because I don't think you really have a specific vision. Excuse me, my nose is running. But you just know that you don't want to continue living how you have been. So opportunities are going to present themselves for you to act out of the norm, to act out of the standard. And it might be a little bit intimidating, but with the Three of Cups, it kind of gives me, we're going to start here with the Three of Cups. It gives me the energy of like, you're either going to be supported by your guides. I mean, you always are anyway, but this could just be support from your guides, or this could be people. That's kind of like a confirmation for me. My alarm just went off. I forgot I don't have to rush through it because it's not a short. Let me slow down a little bit. This could be your guides. For some of you it is, because you may be a bit more independent, but for some this may come in the form of support, of like just genuine friendships. And with the Lovers here, maybe one of these people coming in could end up wifing you up, husbanding you up, whatever you want to call it, right? Partnering you up, whatever. But it just gives me just real cool people that mirror the energy that you want to step into. So don't expect these friends to be anything like what you've experienced before. And if it is friends that you already have in your life, or maybe a returning friend, again, a big collective, expect for these people to be different, to have gone through some kind of transformation, and they're either open to move in an unfamiliar direction, or they're already embodying the energy of where you're headed. Now, with the Seven of Swords, I honestly personally love this card. I feel like it's going to take a bit of an unconventional energy, and maybe some people may perceive you as like, you know, being sneaky, being, you know, not straightforward. But when you're, with this specific kind of situation, when you're leaving behind, you know, tradition or religion or some kind of structure that no longer resonates with you, automatically a challenge that comes with that are people that want to keep you there. Because look at it this way, when you're the circuit breaker, when you're somebody that questions things, when you want to step outside the box, that's going to challenge everything that, you know, the people surrounding you believe in, especially when they sense, how do I want to word this? If you haven't experienced this yet, commit to this path. You're going to, people are going to start looking at you. They're going to start questioning you. And that's because people can pick up on a shift in energy, whether they're aware of it like how I see it, or if it's just something that's unconscious. And instantly they're gonna be curious about you. They're gonna wanna know what's up with you. What are you thinking? What are you, like, they're just gonna wanna be around you because they're gonna wanna figure you out. And unfortunately, in most cases, it's because they want to keep you stuck. So this is gonna require a bit of introspection, a bit more of like you're gonna need to be more to yourself and navigate these relationships in a different way. Because if these people aren't a reflection of where you're headed and they're not willing to change, most likely they're going to be left behind. So with you behaving differently, maybe developing new skills, hanging out with new people, behaving in a different way, they might see you how most people interpret this card, which is again a bit of like, it's like a bit of a sneaky energy. But look at his face. This guy is cheeky. This is a cheeky dude, you know? Like just his body language, his facial expression. This guy's having fun, okay? And he's doing things of an unconventional method that some may perceive as like sneaky, whatever. But you're gonna have to embody this kind of energy, okay? The old tools, the old way of living, you're not going to bring that with you with where you're headed. And just for some, ooh, my stomach just does not feel right now. And maybe that's just a reflection of how you're feeling. Because it's always going to be a little bit like, I don't know, if you're like me, when you have to do something new, when you have to step outside the box, it could be exciting. I feel like it is a feeling of excitement, but if it's a bit unconventional and it requires something new of you, with this situation that you're in, maybe you could feel a little anxiety. Maybe you're gonna feel a little queasy. So, but that's okay. That's normal. Embrace it. We're gonna see the outcome of this. Oh, justice. So the people that try to, hold you back, and the tower, girl, come on now. So with justice and the tower, the tower is just gonna shake everything up. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, and it's probably not going to be pretty to your eyes, and it's not gonna be pretty to the eyes of the people around you. But the fall of a past structure is necessary. Do not fear the tower, because it's going to give you, with the fall of the tower, it's going to give you a whole new foundation to build on. It's going to give you a whole new foundation to work with, and that's what you want. So it might present itself as scary, but don't think that the fall of the tower is going to take you out. You were built for this. You were made for this. And it's just confirmed by the, if I can pick it up, the justice. Your guides are always going to be there with you. Also remember, you're not going to go on this journey alone. You're going to have help. You're going to have resources. You're going to have mirrors there for you to work off of. Be more mindful of where you're headed and not what is being lost, what's crumbling, what's being left behind, what people that you're leaving behind have to say. Don't. This is just noise. So yeah, this outcome, what's the outcome for the collective? What's, like, they're gonna need some motivation. So the Page of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and we're just gonna leave it there. That's 4 cards already. And this card, so the Wheel of Fortune landed face down, which I'm loving this. I want to start yelling. I want to start to yell. And we're just going to get through this because my phone's about to die. But, bro, this is a new cycle. This represents a new cycle. And the emergence of, like, new tools, like money, a new place, like just all new things that have a new energy that can help anchor in this new cycle. So I just had to pick up the face down card first. This is what you don't see coming. You're not gonna feel it. You're probably actually just gonna wake up one day and be like, damn, I am, like, this is all brand new. That's awesome. That's so cool. But the first card that came out was this Page of Pentacles, and then we also have the Nine of Cups. So with you embarking on this new journey, leaving everything behind, you're gonna have an opportunity to learn new things. So maybe you'll take classes, you're gonna learn new skills from the people that you're around. Like, this really could represent a lot of different things, but just understand that, and even like opportunities for you personally to grow. Maybe there's a skill that you have that, with the clearing of the past, you'll have like a new perspective on it. You'll have like kind of like an aha moment, right? Like, oh, maybe I could do things this way. Maybe I can be more efficient by doing X, Y, and Z. And that's just good for obvious reasons. I don't really have to go into it. But opportunity to learn new things and to strengthen the skills that you have. That's what I get from that Page of Pentacles. And with the Nine of Cups, this is a happy guy. And excuse me shaking, I didn't eat, and I also had a little bit of an energy drink, so so we're gonna be shaking a little bit. But look at this guy. He's sitting there, arms folded, big, just smile, okay, with those 9 beautiful cups behind him. And with the Page of Pentacles also being present, again, it just gives look at this, you know, those cups could represent friendship, new opportunities, just like the fruits of your labor, the fruits of this transformation, I should say. you're gonna have things, and this is a big collective, so you know, words, English. Just know you'll be satisfied. Like, this is the outcome, and it's just gonna be some kind of satisfaction. You're not gonna be like disappointed in taking this chance, in believing in yourself. And then we do have the Eight of Swords here, which I did get this vibe from this collective. With this new cycle coming in, and maybe, you know, these new friends, these new energies coming in, it's natural to kind of get caught up in the trauma of it all, or to get caught up in, like, you know, the maybes, the ifs, the what ifs, like, you know, what's gonna happen if I blah blah blah. Well, what's gonna, you know, you're gonna question yourself naturally when you take steps towards something different. But this card is lovely because look at how, like, you see how she's tied up. Like, I said this in another video, if somebody were to kidnap somebody else and tie them up like this and blindfold them like this, and these swords are supposed to be kind of like a prison type setup, right? Like, does this look secure? She could escape at any moment, okay? Like, it's, and that's kind of just like reflecting what some of your concerns may be. And I'm not downplaying it, because, you know, we all trip over things sometimes that may not be so deep, but so feel it, go through the thoughts, but understand that the past and fear, like past related fears, have no dominion over you. And trust that you can count on your support system. Trust that you can put trust in your higher self, in your spirit team, because we all have a spirit team. And also these new friends. Trust that you can believe in them. Trust that you can talk to them. You don't have to go through it alone. Yeah, I made my point. We're just gonna leave it there. I made my point. So yeah, that's really it. That's all I have for you. Take this chance for yourself. You deserve it. You're not the only one, I promise you. Everybody is going on their own little adventures and going through their own transformations. I've done several readings so far, and just in different factions, I'll say, there's transformations in business, in family, in dreams, belief systems, all kinds of transformations. And just even on a macro scale with the world, like, look at what's happening in the world. It's all a mirror. So you're not the only one that has to do the hard thing, what feels like the hard thing. But know that you're built for this. Know that you can make it through this. And if your spirit team's rooting for you, okay, but if you feel like nobody else is rooting for you, no, I'm rooting for you. I'm sitting here in this energy. I'm sitting here in your energy right now. And just know that you're more than capable. Okay? That's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. I hope this resonated, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.